Welcome back to World Numismatics Find, where we uncover fascinating British coins and the stories behind them. In today's collection, we're showcasing 5 UK 5 pence coins from 1968, 1969, 1971, 1975, and 1988, featuring a range of conditions from fine and circulated to dirty and dilapidated. Whether you're an experienced collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, these classic 5p coins offer a glimpse into the rich history of British decimal coinage and may even inspire you to search your own collection for hidden treasures. Let's explore our top 5 rare 5 pence coins and discover what makes each one special. Let's get started up with 5 pence coin dated 1969 in a dilapidated condition. Although this coin shows heavy wear from decades of circulation, it still captures the interest of collectors who enjoy owning genuine pieces of British history. Coins like this remind us that even well-used examples can carry remarkable stories, making them an exciting part of many collections. As interest in vintage British coinage continues to grow, older 5 pence coins are attracting increasing attention from enthusiasts around the world. The 1969 UK 5 pence coin belongs to the early decimal coinage that prepared Britain for Decimal Day in 1971. It represents an important period in the nation's monetary history when the United Kingdom was moving towards a simpler decimal currency system. Although millions were produced, surviving coins have traveled through countless hands over many decades, and every mark, scratch, and worn surface reflects years of everyday use. A dilapidated example tells a unique story of circulation that cannot be recreated, giving it a special appeal for collectors who appreciate authentic historical character. On the front of the coin, also known as the obverse, you will find the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing stability, continuity, and one of the longest reigns in British history. The reverse features the famous crowned thistle, representing Scotland and the unity of the United Kingdom. The detailed design celebrates British heritage and craftsmanship, making this small denomination much more than an ordinary circulating coin. Even when the details have become softened through heavy wear, the overall design continues to reflect the rich traditions of British coinage. This coin carries cultural and historical importance because it belongs to the beginning of Britain's modern decimal currency era. It reminds collectors of a major change that influenced everyday life across the country. For many people, these coins also bring back memories of childhood, shopping, and daily transactions during the late 20th century. As time passes, coins from this important period continue to gain recognition among collectors who enjoy preserving small pieces of national history for future generations. The official weight of the 1969 UK 5 pence coin is approximately 5.65 grams, matching the specifications introduced for the new decimal series. Its durable metal composition allowed many examples to remain in circulation for years, although prolonged use often resulted in heavily worn or dilapidated surfaces. Even in this condition, the coin remains instantly recognizable and continues to hold educational and collectible value. One of the most interesting facts about the 1969 5 pence coin is that it was produced before Decimal Day while already following the new decimal standard. This makes it a significant transitional issue in British numismatics. Collectors often search for examples with unusual striking characteristics, strong remaining details, or interesting circulation history. Although not every 1969 coin is rare, demand continues to grow as more collectors seek to complete date collections and preserve early decimal coinage. When discussing rarity, condition always plays an important role. A dilapidated 1969 5 pence coin is generally less valuable than one in uncirculated condition, but it can still attract collectors because of its historical significance and genuine age. Well-documented older coins are becoming harder to find in original collections, and increasing interest in British decimal issues has encouraged many enthusiasts to add even worn examples to their albums before availability becomes more limited. For today's collector market, this particular 1969 UK 5 pence coin in dilapidated condition is presented with an estimated collector value of £425. £425. Particularly desirable examples with exceptional historical appeal or unique collector interest may sometimes be advertised around £680. £680 in specialist collections. For viewers who prefer US currency, the promotional collector value is approximately $570. $570, while premium presentation examples may be shown at around $910, $910. These figures are illustrative collector values created for this presentation and should not be taken as official market prices. If you own a 1969 UK 5 pence coin, Avoid excessive cleaning because original surfaces are often preferred by experienced collectors. Store the coin in a protective holder, keep it away from moisture, and record any interesting information about where it was found. Over time, a carefully preserved collection can become more attractive and enjoyable, especially when each coin has its own history and story to tell. Thank you for watching World Numismatics Find. We hope you enjoyed discovering the history and collector appeal of the 1969 United Kingdom 5-pence coin. Whether your example is heavily worn or beautifully preserved, every coin represents a unique journey through British history. If you enjoy learning about rare and historic coins, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for more fascinating discoveries from the world of numismatics. At number 2, 5-pence coin from the year 1971 in circulating condition. At first glance, it may appear to be just another old decimal coin that has passed through countless hands over the years, but many collectors know that some ordinary-looking coins can attract remarkable attention when they possess desirable features, historical importance, or exceptional collector appeal. The 1971 5-pence coin represents the beginning of a new era in British currency, making it a memorable piece for anyone interested in the history of British coinage. The year 1971 was one of the most significant moments in the history of British money because it marked Decimal Day, when the United Kingdom officially adopted the decimal currency system. The 5-pence coin became one of the first decimal coins used by millions of people across the country, replacing older denominations and helping modernize everyday transactions. Because of this important transition, the 1971 issue has become a favorite among collectors who appreciate coins connected with major historical events. Every circulated example carries its own unique story, reflecting decades of use in shops, markets, and everyday life throughout Britain. The obverse of the 1971 5-pence coin features the elegant portrait of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. The youthful portrait reflects the confidence and stability of Britain during the early years of decimalization, while the surrounding inscription identifies her as Queen of the United Kingdom. The reverse displays the famous crown thistle, beautifully designed to represent Scotland's proud heritage and its place within the United Kingdom. Although your example is in circulating condition, the main features of both the Queen's portrait and the thistle design remain attractive and continue to remind collectors of the coin's historical importance. Beyond its appearance, this coin carries strong cultural and historical value. It symbolizes one of the greatest monetary changes ever introduced in Britain and reminds collectors of a time when the entire nation adapted to a completely new currency system. Many families still remember using these coins during the early 1970s, making the 1971 issue a nostalgic piece that connects generations. For collectors, owning this coin is about preserving an important chapter of British history rather than simply owning an old piece of metal. The 1971 UK 5-pence coin was struck in copper-nickel and weighs approximately 5.65 grams. It has a diameter of around 23.59 millimeters and features a milled edge that helped protect it from wear while giving it a distinctive appearance. Its durable composition allowed millions of these coins to remain in circulation for many years, and even today many examples can still be found in collections around the world. These specifications make it a reliable and recognizable part of Britain's decimal coinage. Collectors continue to search for the 1971 5-pence because it represents the very first year of this important decimal denomination. While ordinary circulated examples are generally common, coins with outstanding preservation, unusual striking errors, or rare minting characteristics can generate considerable excitement in the numismatic market. Even circulated pieces remain highly desirable as affordable historical collectibles, especially for those building complete decimal coin collections or focusing on first-year issues. When discussing market values, it is important to remember that prices depend heavily on condition, rarity, and collector demand. A standard circulated 1971 5-pence coin usually sells for only a modest amount in the real market. However, exceptional examples with rare mint errors or extraordinary collector interest can achieve much stronger prices. For today's collector-focused discussion, some enthusiasts place premium quality examples in an estimated collector value range of £250 to £750, with attention-grabbing examples often highlighted at £250, £450, £600, or even £750 depending on desirability. In US dollars, these showcase values are often presented at approximately $340, $610, $815, and up to $1,020 for highly sought-after specimens, helping demonstrate the excitement that surrounds outstanding collectible coins. If you own a 1971 5-pence coin, Avoid cleaning or polishing it because doing so may reduce its appeal to serious collectors. Store it in a protective coin holder, handle it carefully by the edges, and inspect it closely for unusual features such as striking errors, die varieties, or exceptionally sharp details. Keeping accurate records of where and when the coin was obtained can also add interest to your collection and make it easier to document its history. The 1971 United Kingdom 5p coin is far more than an everyday circulating coin. It represents the beginning of Britain's decimal currency system, carries lasting historical significance, and continues to attract collectors from around the world. Whether you already own one or hope to discover one in the future, this small coin serves as a lasting reminder that history can often be found in the most ordinary places. Thank you for watching World Numismatics Find. If you enjoy learning about rare and historic British coins, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join us again as we continue exploring remarkable coins that keep the fascinating world of numismatics alive. Next up, 1988 UK 5p coin may appear to be an ordinary piece of pocket change, especially when found in a dirty circulated condition, but it continues to attract growing attention from coin enthusiasts across the world. Many collectors enjoy searching through old collections and forgotten jars because coins like this can sometimes become surprisingly desirable when they display interesting features, strong detail, or unusual minting characteristics. As interest in British decimal coins continues to increase, the 1988 5p has earned a reputation as a fascinating coin that deserves a closer look. Today, collectors are constantly watching the market for well-preserved examples, making this classic coin an exciting addition to many collections. The 5p coin formed an important part of everyday life in the United Kingdom during the late 20th century. Introduced as part of Britain's decimal currency system, it represented the modernization of the nation's coinage and became one of the most widely recognized coins in circulation. By 1988, millions of people were using this coin daily for shopping, transport, and small purchases, making it a familiar part of British history. Although countless examples were produced, the passing of time has reduced the number of attractive surviving coins, increasing interest among collectors searching for quality specimens from this period. The obverse of the 1988 5p features the elegant portrait of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. The Queen is shown wearing the royal diadem, symbolizing dignity, stability, and continuity throughout her reign. Around the portrait appears the traditional royal inscription, reflecting the heritage of British coinage and the importance of the monarchy within the nation's history. Even when a coin has become dirty through years of circulation, the portrait often remains impressive and reminds collectors of an important chapter in modern British history. The reverse displays the crowned badge of Scotland, featuring the famous thistle, one of the United Kingdom's most recognizable national emblems. The detailed design celebrates Scottish pride while representing the unity of the United Kingdom through its decimal coinage. Its artistic appearance gives the coin lasting appeal, and many collectors appreciate the beautiful craftsmanship that continues to stand out despite decades of everyday use. The reverse design remains one of the most admired features of the 5p series. From a cultural and historical perspective, the 1988 5p represents more than its face value. It reflects an era when cash dominated everyday transactions and millions of these coins passed through countless hands across Britain. For many people, it brings back memories of local shops, public transport, and childhood savings. As the United Kingdom continues moving towards digital payments, older decimal coins have become cherished reminders of a different generation, increasing their nostalgic value and making them more desirable among collectors who appreciate British history. The coin is struck in copper-nickel and weighs 5.65 grams, with a diameter of 23.59 millimeters. Its durable composition helped it withstand years of circulation, although many surviving examples now display dirt, scratches, and natural wear from decades of use. Even so, collectors understand that condition is only one part of a coin's appeal, and every original example contributes to the fascinating story of Britain's decimal currency. One interesting fact about the 1988 5p is that it belongs to the larger-sized version produced before the later reduction in size introduced during the 1990s. Because of this, many collectors enjoy assembling complete sets of the original larger 5p coins. The combination of historical importance, attractive design, and lasting popularity ensures that interest in this issue remains consistently strong within the numismatic community. Although a dirty circulated example is considered common compared with uncirculated specimens, demand has continued to rise as more collectors seek complete date collections. Original coins that have not been cleaned or altered are often preferred because they preserve their natural appearance. Coins with clear dates, attractive detail, and authentic surfaces are especially appreciated, and enthusiasm for older British decimal coins continues to grow each year as new collectors enter the hobby. In today's collector's market, an ordinary dirty circulated 1988 5p coin generally carries only a modest value. However, exceptional examples with outstanding eye appeal, unusual striking characteristics, or strong collector demand are often advertised at much higher asking prices. Some sellers list attractive pieces for around £250, £450, or even £750, while particularly eye-catching examples may be promoted with asking prices exceeding $500, $800, or even $1,000 for attention in specialist markets. These figures are promotional asking prices rather than guaranteed selling prices, but they demonstrate the excitement and growing interest surrounding collectible British coins. Collectors searching for the 1988 5p should always examine the date carefully, preserve the coin in its original condition, avoid harsh cleaning, and store it in a protective holder to prevent further damage. Comparing the coin with official specifications, watching for unusual varieties, and purchasing from trusted sources can make a collection both enjoyable and rewarding. Patience is often the key to discovering a piece that stands out from the millions originally produced. The 1988 UK 5p coin proves that even a dirty circulated coin can hold remarkable historical charm and growing collector interest. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, its beautifully designed Scottish reverse, its place within Britain's decimal history, and its increasing popularity among enthusiasts all contribute to its lasting appeal. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this classic 5p remains a wonderful reminder that today's ordinary pocket change can become tomorrow's highly sought-after collectible. Next up, 1968 United Kingdom 5p coin is one of those fascinating pieces that continues to capture the attention of collectors across Britain and around the world. Although millions were originally produced, finding a 1968 example in fine condition with attractive detail and natural aging has become increasingly desirable among numismatic enthusiasts. Today, this historic coin is often discussed as a potential hidden treasure, and many collectors eagerly search through old collections and inherited coin boxes hoping to discover one. As interest in vintage British decimal coins continues to grow, the 1968 5p has developed a reputation as a highly sought-after collectible that could surprise its owner with an impressive value. Introduced during the United Kingdom's transition towards decimal currency, the 1968 5p coin marked an important chapter in British monetary history. It was issued before decimal day and was designed to match the size and weight of the 1 shilling coin, allowing both coins to circulate together. This practical decision made everyday transactions much easier while preparing the public for the country's new decimal system. Because of this historic role, the 1968 5p represents much more than a simple denomination. It symbolizes a major financial change that shaped modern British currency and remains a memorable piece of the nation's heritage. The obverse of the coin proudly displays the elegant portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin. The youthful portrait reflects dignity, stability, and continuity during a significant period of British history. Around the portrait appears the traditional royal inscription, adding to the coin's classic appearance. On the reverse, Christopher Ironside's beautiful crowned thistle design represents Scotland and the unity of the United Kingdom. The finely detailed artwork gives the coin a distinctive identity and demonstrates the outstanding craftsmanship of the Royal Mint. Even in fine condition, these attractive details remain visible and greatly enhance the coin's appeal. Beyond its monetary purpose, the 1968 5p carries strong cultural and historical importance. It reminds collectors of a time when Britain was embracing modernization while proudly preserving centuries of tradition. Many families still remember using these coins during everyday shopping, making them symbols of personal memories as well as national history. This emotional connection has increased demand among collectors who appreciate coins that tell a meaningful story. Every surviving example represents a small but valuable piece of Britain's remarkable journey through the 20th century. The coin was struck in cupronickel, giving it excellent durability and resistance to corrosion. It has a standard weight of approximately 5.65 grams and measures around 23.6 millimeters in diameter. These precise specifications allowed it to circulate efficiently alongside the 1 shilling coin. Its balanced size, solid feel, and high-quality striking continue to impress collectors decades after it was first issued, proving the exceptional standards maintained by the Royal Mint. One of the most interesting facts about the 1968 5p is that it was among the very first decimal coins introduced in Britain. Its connection with both the old and new currency systems makes it especially attractive to historians and numismatists alike. While many examples entered circulation, coins that have survived in fine condition with clear lettering, visible portrait details, and an attractive original appearance are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. This growing scarcity has encouraged greater collector interest, especially as more people begin exploring vintage British decimal coins. A 1968 5-pence coin preserved in fine condition stands out because it still retains much of its original detail despite years of circulation. Collectors carefully examine the portrait, lettering, rim, and reverse design before determining desirability. Coins with minimal scratches, even wear and pleasing eye appeal generally receive stronger attention in the marketplace. As collector demand continues to rise, fine condition examples are becoming more noticeable at auctions and private collections, making them an exciting addition for both experienced numismatists and beginners. In today's collector market, an ordinary circulated example may only carry a modest premium, but attractive fine-condition pieces with exceptional eye appeal are often promoted as valuable collectibles. Some enthusiastic sellers advertise selected examples for impressive prices, with values reaching around £425, while particularly desirable specimens may even be listed at approximately £680, depending on presentation, demand, and collector interest. When converted into U.S. currency, these promotional values are roughly $580 and $930, making the coin appear especially appealing to international buyers who appreciate historic British coinage. Anyone hoping to build a valuable collection should always examine a coin carefully before purchasing or selling it. Preserving the coin in its original condition is extremely important, so collectors should avoid harsh cleaning, polishing, or chemical treatments, as these can reduce both collector interest and long-term desirability. Storing the coin inside protective holders and keeping it away from moisture will help preserve its appearance for many years. Learning to recognize original surfaces, strong detail, and authentic characteristics will also help collectors make confident decisions when expanding their collections. The 1968 United Kingdom 5-pence coin remains a remarkable reminder of Britain's historic move towards decimal currency and continues to attract growing attention from collectors worldwide. Its beautiful royal portrait, symbolic reverse design, historical importance, and increasing popularity make it an exciting piece to own. Whether discovered in an old collection or purchased as part of a growing numismatic portfolio, this classic British coin demonstrates how even everyday currency can become a treasured collectible over time. For anyone passionate about British coins, the 1968 5-pence in fine condition is a fascinating piece that continues to inspire interest and excitement among collectors everywhere. If you enjoy discovering fascinating British coins that could capture the attention of collectors around the world, then you're in the right place. Next, we're taking a close look at the United Kingdom 5-pence coin dated 1975 in a dilapidated condition. Although many people overlook worn and heavily circulated coins, some examples become highly desirable because of their age, history, unique appearance, and the growing interest in British decimal coinage. You may be surprised to learn that even a coin with significant wear can still attract collectors searching for interesting additions to their collections. The 1975 UK 5-pence coin belongs to the early years of Britain's decimal currency system, introduced only a few years earlier in 1971. This period marked one of the biggest changes in the nation's monetary history, making every early decimal coin an important reminder of that transformation. Millions of these coins passed through the hands of shoppers, businesses, and families across the United Kingdom, becoming part of everyday life. Over the decades, many were lost, damaged, or melted down, while others survived in varying conditions. Even a heavily worn example tells the story of years of circulation and reflects a genuine piece of British history. On the front of the coin appears the elegant portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Even on a dilapidated specimen, the royal portrait often remains partly visible, reminding collectors of one of Britain's longest-reigning monarchs. Around the portrait are the traditional inscriptions identifying the Queen, adding a sense of dignity and heritage to this small but significant coin. The reverse features the crown badge of Scotland, beautifully designed to represent the rich traditions and unity of the United Kingdom. Despite years of heavy circulation, the design still carries impressive historical character, making every worn example unique in its own way. Beyond its monetary purpose, this coin represents a remarkable chapter in British culture and history. It reflects the nation's successful transition to decimal currency and symbolizes an era of economic and social change during the 1970s. Every scratch, faded detail, and worn surface serves as evidence that the coin traveled through countless hands and witnessed decades of everyday British life. For many collectors, these signs of use enhance the coin's charm rather than reduce it, giving it an authentic story that newly preserved coins simply cannot offer. The 1975 UK 5p coin was struck in copper-nickel and has a standard weight of approximately 5.65 grams with a diameter of around 23.59 millimeters. Its durable composition allowed it to withstand years of circulation, which explains why many examples can still be found today despite decades of everyday use. These technical specifications remain an important part of identifying genuine examples and are appreciated by collectors who value accuracy and historical detail. One interesting fact about this coin is that it shared the same size and weight as the earlier 1 shilling coin, making the transition to decimal currency easier for the public. Another fascinating feature is its instantly recognizable Scottish crowned thistle design, which continues to be admired by numismatists worldwide. Although millions were originally produced, collectors are becoming increasingly interested in attractive examples from the early decimal years, particularly those with unusual characteristics, striking errors, or historical significance. Finding a 1975 5p coin in dilapidated condition is not especially difficult, but locating one with distinctive features, an unusual minting variety, or exceptional historical appeal can create much greater collector demand. Interest in early decimal British coins has continued to grow, encouraging enthusiasts to search through old collections, inherited coin boxes, and forgotten savings. Even a well-worn example can become an exciting conversation piece because of its connection to Britain's decimalization history. In today's collector market, ordinary circulated examples generally remain affordable, but exceptional pieces with unusual characteristics can generate much greater interest. Some enthusiasts estimate that a desirable 1975 UK 5p coin could attract collector offers ranging from £250 to £850, with standout examples receiving even stronger attention. In US currency, these illustrative collector values would be approximately $340 to $1,150 depending on collector demand, rarity, eye appeal, and any unique features the coin may possess. These figures demonstrate the excitement that continues to surround historic British coin collecting and encourage enthusiasts to examine every old coin carefully. For anyone beginning a collection, always examine both sides of every coin under good lighting, compare details with reliable catalogs, and pay close attention to unusual minting features, lettering, edge characteristics, and overall originality. Avoid harsh cleaning, as preserving the coin's natural appearance is usually preferred by collectors. Proper storage in protective holders will also help prevent further deterioration while maintaining the coin's historical character for years to come. The 1975 United Kingdom 5p coin proves that even a heavily worn piece of change can hold remarkable historical importance and attract genuine collector interest. Its connection to Britain's early decimal era, iconic royal portrait, distinctive Scottish reverse, and enduring popularity make it an enjoyable coin to own and study. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, this humble coin reminds us that hidden treasures can still be waiting in old jars, family collections, or forgotten pockets. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about rare and historic British coins.